Staying on local football, let's look at the Kenyan Premier League action. And of course, the Giants Gor Mahia blowing hot and cold. Zetas Ingwe do not know how to find their lost color. Let's go to you, Giorgio. Gor actually dropping the points and Leopards are struggling. Let's say actually communal clubs, even Shabana struggling. But what's really coming out? The tail end of the log. But what's really coming out is the fans impatient, or I'll call it hooliganism. We saw what happened in Machakos. Actually, the fans were so irate of Gor Mahia. Sure. The captain had to issue an apology. You saw yesterday in Embu. Actually, they were baying for the blood of the head coach, Trusha, and of course, you know what Shabana has been. What do you attribute this? Is it the coaches, they are not up to scratch? What's really happening most in the community-based clubs?
I think Gor Mahia and FC have always set the standards in terms of winning and maybe demanding results from the coach, which will be the exact thing, because when you come, you get the team, you get paid well, you should perform. But in this case, we'll go back to the players who played in the unsanctioned league. There's a lot of confusion. In fact, Gor Mahia are shooting themselves on the leg. It's always Rooney has been suspended. It's always so-and-so is not been coming to training. The next thing, you're playing in a Sunday league, then you have a KPL match the next 2 days, and you can't perform. So when the coach suspends you, the team remains with a very lean squad. And on the other hand, you have 5 players in the national team, which means you're using a Team C, third choice keeper, third choice defender. At the end of the day, you'll lose. So
and actually, Giorgio, that's a very valid point you are raising. And yes, for me, it speaks to the lack of professionalism in Kenyan Premier League.
Sure.
If you're a professional player playing at the very top tier with a contract, yes, how do you go start playing this football Zamita?
But you see, the money at the club is not sufficient. You see, we are struggling with the high cost of living. The players too are faced with such a scenario.
But you expose yourself to the risk, Chitera. You risk getting injuries here.
That's why I'm saying, utakuta club kama FC Leopards ama Gor Mahia, mchezaji amekaa wiki 3, 4, 5 hajalipwa mshahara. So what do you expect me to do? I will try and see and work out for something that
I will talk on how the club handles.
So in short, what we are saying is the Premier League is losing that taste that you cannot even attract people to support the Premier League. So when you say that a player has been suspended and is your dependable player, his absence truly shows you that he's dependable. Look at FC Leopards. They suspended Omune.
Victor, yes.
They lost 2-0. 2-0 to Ulinzi. And
that's right, but now is here not rather. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But I won't say now I'm the key player here. Yes. I'm going to break rules the way I want it because I'm the star player.
But
the rules must be laid down.
Is it the first time?
But I'm breaking rules because I'm not comfortable where I am.
It's how they handled the situation is what I'm talking about. It's the first time you guys, of course they know they did wrong, of course. Have you called them and sit with them? This and this was wrong.
It's wrong.
What's the way forward?
Have you taken them through the disciplinary?
This process? Have you taken them? What's the way forward? I need this player. Look at Muranga Seals game. Look at Muranga Seals game and Gor Mahia. The players who were suspended, they are the players. One of them scored. Another one gave 2 assists ilitoka kwake. Unaelewa? And then they are playing. FC Leopards suspending players for 14 days, knowing that they have a derby that is coming up in the next 2 weeks. They have another game on Wednesday, knowing that those are players. And then your Sydney was suspended because of tactical issues. So it's how they handle the situation. Sit down with the players and talk about this and know the way forward.
The rota started at the top, because the club is not doing things right. So when the rot starts at the top and a player is rotten, you will not blame the player.
So in short, there's lack of professionalism, both in the boardroom and the technical bench.
There's lack of the professionalism in the Premier League. And
absolutely. Ibra, let's take a look at the KPL league standings, even as we discussed this. There you can see the league standings. Of course, KCB is still top. I think they were handed their first defeat yesterday. Emmanuel, let me come to you, even as we look at that log. the aspect of fans now wanting to attack players and even technical bench officials. We saw it in Machakos, we saw it yesterday.
In Kinoro.
Yeah, unacceptable. Like, that's not the way. If you want change, that's not the way to do it. You know, violence is never the answer. We're talking about it here, the professionalism, and you know, fans are seeing these things in their clubs, being uprooted from the top. You know, it's not nice as a fan to see that, but it's not something that we should see ever on the sporting stage. And yeah, those fans should definitely get their consequences. And, you know, things like that.
And we have a different ways on handling the issues. For example, you can go and maybe we're not buying your shirts maybe because you're not giving us the response. You know, there's different ways on handling the issues, but not sikukipigana.
But you see the difference between the difference between Gor Mahia's and the FC Leopards complaints by the fans is different from Shabana. Shabana were attacking officials. FC Leopards are attacking their own coach that you are not doing things right. So I think that is okay. Telling him we are not doing the right thing is okay.
Very heated on matters KPL, but let's move on to